Greenhouse gases and global warming. Did you seriously just throw away that water bottle? Do you know how long it takes for that one water bottle to degrade? About 450 years. But what does that have to do with global warming? Everything. As we know, global warming is the increase in temperature near the Earth's surface. Most of the time this is caused by human activity. For example, driving a car burns fossil fuels. Eating meat from livestock sector is 51% of greenhouse gas emission. Drinking milk from cows gives off amounts of methane, a greenhouse gas even more potent than carbon dioxide. Using electricity is generated from coal-burning power plants, and even more human activity causes carbon dioxide pollution. A water bottle is just like any other product. It goes through a life cycle. Raw materials like trees, metals, and oils are harvested from the earth. The raw materials are transported and processed in a factory. The materials are used to manufacture and package a product. The product is transferred to a distribution warehouse. Lastly, the product is transferred to a store to be bought by a customer. Each of these steps uses energy and creates greenhouse gases. Let's talk about some things that affect on Earth's surfaces like the atmosphere, biosphere, and cryosphere. The atmosphere is composed of layers of air, each with its own temperature patterns. This is a very close relationship to the greenhouse effect. This effect is when the sun warms up the earth and certain gases like carbon dioxide and water vapor go into the greenhouse. The gases then get trapped inside, causing the planet's surface to heat up. Human activity is one reason carbon dioxide is an important greenhouse gas, for it directly affects its concentrated in the atmosphere. Also, greenhouse gas is important because the molecule structure allows sunlight, like the flashlight, to penetrate the Earth's surface. Did you know from 1959 to 2000 the carbon dioxide levels increased 17%? I wonder how much more it's increased in the last 14 years with all the new technology. The cryosphere is the frozen water part of Earth's system. Did you know that Earth's glaciers worldwide are melting quicker than they should? This is because of the increasingly warm temperatures as the solar energy is absorbed in polar regions like the Arctic. Also, thousands of miles of snow and ice-covered areas are melting because of air temperature, sea level, ocean currents, cold, and warm, and storm patterns. One of these glaciers even had an iceberg the size of Rhode Island break off, along with thousands of other drifting icebergs in the sea. Scientists aren't sure what caused this, but they believe it's either because of an internal process or climate parts of Antarctica having a warm front. Do you love baby polar bears? Even if you said no, you can't deny how cute they are. Did you know polar bears are affected by the climate change too? Well, they are. The sea ice has reduction in early melting. The polar bears are losing their homes. This is all because of the part of the biosphere, which is surface, atmosphere, and hydrosphere of Earth. We as humans should be scared for our lives. The climate change affects us by damaging in habitat, or food availability going down. Did you know studies show trees leafing when a tree gets leaf in spring is on a downward trend? Did you know about 60 billion tons of carbon dioxide is taken out of the atmosphere by forests alone? This is balanced by the return of carbon dioxide in the air through consumption, decay, and or burning. The additional carbon dioxide comes from burning fossil fuels like a car. Now that you know all this, you're probably wondering, what can I do to help? Just remember your 3 R's: reduce, reuse, recycle. Reduce. Buy less new things if you already own something you can use instead. Buy items with less packaging on them. Don't use paper towels when you could have one handheld towel that you could use and put in the wash to use again. Reuse. Borrow or rent things you only need for short periods of time. Give things you don't need anymore to friends or places like Goodwill where someone else might be able to use them instead of throwing old things out. Use reusable bags while shopping. Recycle. Don't throw away bottles, cans, or paper away. Those things can be reused and reformed into other products that someone else could use. Instead of always buying new water bottles, buy water bottles that you can drink from and then put in the dishwasher to refill the bottle and use again. No matter how big or how small the effort is, sometimes something is better than nothing. Just remember, it's your planet and your responsibility to take care of it. Bloopers.